Yeah, we started the podcast. We've been podcasting long before anybody knew about podcasting.
I would say we're more intermittent and sporadic than slow and steady. We'll stick with intermittent and sporadic.
Yes, those are our trademarks. Maybe we could put that on a T-shirt. Intermittent and sporadic.
That's right.
So, and I want to be like, well, you need to get it together then, sister. Like that.
Yeah.
That sounds good. That makes for good songwriting, but it makes for bad living. You need to pull it together.
I need to tell my sister they need to put that on a pillow in the ASCAP offices. It may make for good songwriting, but it makes for bad living.
I decorate like my 3 main rooms. There's some stuff in the living room, dining room, kitchen, the end. That's it. So if you want a Christmas hand towel, you're going to have to bring it yourself.
You should put Christmas. You should put that on a pillow. You should put that on a pillow.
And the same is true of a world-class interviewer. Nobody wants to hear about when you interviewed Baryshnikov back in '83. Nobody cares.
Right.
I mean, like, she cares, but like, move on. Like, let's create a new memory. That's what I'm saying.
You should put that on a T-shirt. Let's create a new memory.com.
And on the back, I'll put, and I only care what I look like on the outside.
I think you need to hope for the best until it appears that it's the worst. That's what I think.
We hope for the best until it all burns down. I think that's a great strategy.
That's where I am right now. I'm tired of the gloom and doom.
I'm so delighted by it.
I think, chin up, America.
I've never been happier than I am in this moment.
Chin up.
Chin up. Chin up, America. We need to get some shirts made. Chin up, America.
Chin up, America. There's always a bright spot. Sunny days are always ahead. So I believe it. Okay, so the Chin Up America T-shirts, y'all have been so sweet. We were so thrilled with the response to them and surprised. But I'm so glad that y'all have loved them and ordered them. And there are more in stock currently.
Oh, I think they're so cute.
I don't care about any of that. I want to get on Pinterest and look at pictures of finished, pretty houses. I don't want to see your process. I could care less.
I don't want to see your process.
I don't.
Can I put that on a T-shirt? I don't want to see your process.
I don't want to see. I don't care how you get from A to B.
No, I want to see B.
That's all I want to see. I don't know. I watched that. What was that British baking show? I watched a couple episodes of that, but that gross because they put a lot of jellies and stuff and things that I don't think need jelly.
That's T-shirt number 2. That's T-shirt numero dos. Right
don't
there.
put jellies in things that don't need jelly.
That's right.
That's the beauty of it. You make it with whatever you want. Nobody's the boss of your Chex
That's
Mix.
right. Nobody is the boss of your Chex Mix.
No.
Okay, I'm fixing to write that down so I don't forget to get the stuff for it.
Nobody's the boss of your Chex Mix.
Yeah. I make a book title. Somewhere.
I'm going to put that on my mirror every morning. That's going to be one of my affirmations. Nobody is the boss of my Chex Mix. You too cannot live up to your potential for the first 25 years of your life and bloom later.
That's right. Stay in bed, kids. The good stuff's coming later. That's what we're going to say to you.
Put that on a T-shirt. I think we found a motivational slogan for the next generation.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
The Bachelorette took the real out of reality.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Can we put that on a T-shirt?
With a big picture of Travis's face.
Because if I ever wanted to make Big Mama T-shirts, that nobody, I couldn't use that quote because I wouldn't have the rights to it, and there was a lot of flaws with that because number one, I don't really know a lot of women that are going to wear a T-shirt that says Big Mama on it. It's just not really, it's not catchy. It's not like, I don't know, something else, but.
Well, I don't know if there's anything else coming out this summer, but I'm game. Like, I feel like I'm back in the swing of it,
Wait, with the $2 popcorn that you mentioned, that's a game changer.
Oh, my word. I know. It was huge.
Yeah. I feel like I turned a corner with YouVerse this week.
Oh, tell me more. Tell me more about it.
I feel like I've interacted with it more this week. Mm-hmm. And last night was a game changer because when Caroline and I went to rent The Book Thief, it was on demand and it was in HD. But the thin Triscuit, I feel like is a game changer. I feel like whoever at the Triscuit company, which I believe is Nabisco, said, hey, why don't we thin this sucker out? That was a move of marketing genius because that was a game changer.
I like a cracked pepper Triscuit. And I will say, I think the propping your knees up was the game changer for me. Was to get. I just thought I needed to stretch out, but I needed my knees up.
Because see, like I'll make the dough today and then I'll refrigerate it. Then you let it rise for a couple hours and then you refrigerate it like overnight. And so when I pull it out tomorrow morning, yeah, it's a game changer because then it's like sugar cookie dough.
That there is an SNL app. And you can search for pretty much any sketch, and you can play it right there on your phone. Well, let me just tell you what. I mean,
that's a game changer.
It is a rabbit hole, is what it is.
And that we finally got a new TV in our living room this week. We have a smart TV. It has Netflix built into it. I got to show Perry how to use Netflix because he's never even experienced it. I created him his own profile. I feel like this is a game changer for us.
That plus, you could get you could get fishing equipment and a new robe and
some pins.
Yes, all in one spot.
I know. It was a game changer. Yes. And then the Super Walmart.
And I do think, but I'm going to tell you what the game changer is here.
Okay.
Is Edie had told me that she also, with frankincense, she uses sheer loom. But the sheer loom to me has been the game changer.
I'm really I can't let go of this whole idea of a resort road trip kind of thing. I think this might be genius.
No, because it's a lazy river. So, I mean, they can just make their laps and come check in every now and then. And we're super excited about it.
Oh, God. I mean, I'm just sitting here thinking about all the places I might like to go.
I know. It's a game changer. And especially if you find a place with like a lazy river.
Wherever we've stayed on site, we stay on the club level. I think I've told you this. They have soft drinks and coffee and the ice machine that I love.
That's a game changer. Denim shorts.
Oh.
So how can I even resist? And they're distressed, so they're already faded and broken in. And the game changer for me is they have a 6-inch inseam.
It has been unusually warm, I will say, so far. I feel like in our little neck of the woods. It was hot.
I've never been so hot. To this day, I've still never been so hot. There's Ecuador hot and there's all other kinds of heat.
It was so hot.
All I remember is that we got to our room that also had no air conditioning and that we basically stripped down to our underwear and just laid there on top of our covers for I don't know how long.
In silence.
I'm living in some kind of sauna gone wrong. I can't even tell you. And of course, this is the year I decided to plant some impatiens in my front bed. Those suckers aren't going to make it. No. The heat is about to kill me.
Hey, everybody. This is Sophie. This is Big Mama.
Hey, it's Melanie. It's Big Mama.
And we are hot.
Yes, because it's so hot. And nothing really at this point in the summer makes me angrier than when I look at the long-term forecast and it's like, well, okay, good. It's going to be, we have a break because it's only going to be 99 on Thursday.
It's every bit of 115 here today. Every bit. No, I told you, I thought I was going through early menopause last night. I was just having hot flashes. I was so hot.
I did that about 2 weeks ago when it was unbearable, and I was angry. And I was just angry, and it was like it didn't matter what I did.
My friend Elise texted me today, and she said, I got tickled when you talked about how warm it was in your parents' house. And I was like, listen, no joke, 140 degrees, easy. It was just that thing. It's just the heat just blows constantly. And
so there'll even be days in the winter where it warms up in our house. It'll get to where it's 68 in the inside, which in the summer I would say is freezing. But in the winter, I'm like, it is hot. Do we need to turn on the air?
Because I don't like this. I don't like the heat blowing on me. I wait till after Halloween's over, but I get pretty nonstop Christmas music even though it's 109 degrees every day. And we haven't had rain since Alex was a small child.
It does feel a little exciting here because we are waiting on a cool front to come through. Hallelujah and amen.
I'm going to tell you something. I came in, walked in my back door saying we needed to turn on some air. And it's November.
I know. That's how I felt like today. These dang Spanx. It's because I'm hot. It's because it's November and I'm hot and I'm wearing Spanx. And I was like, these three things are a bad combination. It should not be 90 in November. I should not have worn Spanx. That was a bad call.
The other night we were sitting on the couch and both of us were sitting here. And Perry was like, can y'all turn the air up? He's like, I am freezing. And we were both like, we're so hot. We're so hot. And I thought all our hormones are cooking in both of us. We both have a lot of hormones going on. And poor Perry's over there. And I said, I think you're just going to have to put on a sweatshirt. And that's all I can tell you.
Listen,
So what's going on there?
It's hot. That's what's going on.
It's awful.
I know. I finally bought myself one of those little small portable fans that I can pack and take places. But I think I'm about to have to start sleeping with it right by my bedside, like blowing on my face at night.
I woke up in the middle of the night last night. All I could think of the whole time was, oh my, I'm so hot. I'm so hot.
I heard it. I thought maybe David was running the vacuum cleaner in there.
No, it's just me. You know me and my need for something for like a breeze at all times.
I know.
I'll turn it off in a minute, but I just, for some reason, I'm a little stuffy.
Yes. I don't want to tell you how the weather is down here. It's hot. It's always hot. I'm in Texas.
She goes, we could do the train and then we could go to the zoo. And I said, we don't need to go to the zoo. I said, my days of the zoo, I feel like are over, and it's hot. And the animals, even, I feel like at this time of year, you go to the zoo and even the animals are looking at you like, really?
No.
Like,
go home.
Like, we're from Africa and we're hot. Why are you here? So I think we're going to skip the zoo.
So, okay, so they would take the duct was in the set and it would blow the cold air on them?
Yep. And so they have air blowing on them, but then they would actually blow cold air, and then the makeup artist would come up and touch them up and stuff in between. So, and
no surprise that my primary concern is how did they stay cool. No surprise there.
That would have been the only thing that would have gotten me to go to the first A&M game of the year because it is so hot. I mean, it's so dadgum hot.
Did you set your dress on fire when you got home?
There's ever a place to get somebody to lay some holy hands on my hair, it's probably at a Deeper Still conference.
That's absolutely right. And I will be remembering your roots in prayer. I can promise you that. I do not take that lightly.
Well, thank you. That's a comfort during this uncertain hair time. I have wrestled with it. It borders on spiritual warfare, what I've been through with my hair the last 6 months. And I really, I think I've got to lay it at the foot of the cross.
And I said, Lord, I know that you know that even a sparrow falls to the ground. And so I know you care about Piper and Mabel, Lord, and I just pray that this camp would work out and you would just ease their spirits and you would just give them a peace and that this would work. And the Lord chose not to answer that prayer. So anyway, please be in prayer over my dog's situation.
Oh, no kidding. I mean, that is something.
It's stressful. It's so stressful.
That means by Valentine's Day, you should notice some longer, thicker eyelashes.
Does it really take that long?
I mean, I think it takes a good month of using it to really see.
This is not my strength. This is not my strength. Like where I've got to really do something for that long. Well, I'm gonna need you to cover this thing in prayer, and maybe I don't know
that you have some supernatural results. Yes, some supernatural eyelash results. Let's pray for that and for my brown spots and for your eyelashes.
For my eyelashes.
We need a Christmas miracle in
this book.
I know. Well, because we were talking about it the other night, and I was like, I don't think I care about skin. I was like, I wasn't good at it when I was 20, and I'm not nearly as coordinated now as I was when I was in my 20s. And I said, so maybe I'll just go, and then in the afternoons we could go ride snowmobiles or something. And Perry was like, what are we, 100? He said, we're going to go ride. So they didn't like that idea. And I thought, well,
I'm going to put on my prayer list that the three of y'all can arrive at a vacation goal.
I know. And I'm a little concerned because I know soccer. I'm like, I don't like my Saturdays being messed with.
I know.
That's what I'm saying in the fall. So I'm hoping that it'll be, I'm hoping that the Lord will grant us favor and our soccer games will be earlier rather than later in the day.
Okay, I hate to leave at this juncture, but I have to go flip my ribs. So,
by all means, listen. It'll just give everybody a chance to meditate on my pants dilemma
and think about your pants situation. Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay,
I'm back.
Okay,
that one was a little more labor intensive because that's when you have to put them in the pot and pour the barbecue sauce over them.
Listen, we'll all hold you close in prayer.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Let's just hope that they turn out.
If I didn't blow dry my hair, I don't even know what would happen if I didn't blow dry my hair, except that I think people would gather around me in some kind of prayer circle. Like they would think she's clearly going through something very difficult.
She's a before picture.
She's a before picture. And they would just, can we just come around for a season of prayer? Because I cannot. My hair is so pitiful if I don't dry it. You have such fondness for Thai food and all the...
I know. Well, Caroline loves it. So my dad's going to call at 5 o'clock to see if the owner's there cooking tonight. And if she is, then that's where they want to go. If she's not, then we're not going there. And so you know that I am praying that she is not.
Right. Well, you hope that she is on vacation.
Yes, because I'm like, that would be a great thing for them to go take Caroline to do without me sometime. But I want Mexican food. Yes, I told Perry that. I said, I feel like Memorial Day weekend has become like, ugh. And I said, not because it doesn't mean anything. You know, it used to always be the kickoff of summer, and now it's just, well, we've got to go back to school.
Well, I think Texas legislature, listen.
Yes. Hear our cries.
Hear these cries on behalf of Texas from Alabama.
Hear our plea.
So the thing is now she's saying she's been up north for 9 years, and while she's grown out of her y'all, she can't seem to drop the fixins. She says her husband, well, I know, but she said this is what she says. My husband won't invite me to any work functions as a result.
So I wouldn't have a prayer.
But I decided to amplify ultimately because I'm like, what I'm always wanting is more volume. Because I mean, hello, I live in Texas, so I want big hair. And so I thought that's ultimately what I want.
In fact, yesterday at church, after church, we do breakfast tacos on the first Sunday of every month. We do communion and community. So we serve communion and then we have breakfast tacos after.
These were quickie ones.
Okay.
Chow chow. Do you have chow chow?
I love chow chow.
We're going to have to define that for those that are north of Tennessee, possibly. Chow chow, isn't that a southern thing?
I think it's, Melanie, do y'all have chow chow in Tennessee, in Texas, in Tennessee?
Not really. I mean, I know we have it, but it would not be a common food here.
My fear is that at some point the government is going to try to put a restriction, like a governor on thermostats or on AC units or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
but at that point you want to, you want to talk about another civil war. The South would rise up.
Tell you what, I really would have to move.
Fried chicken, really, I think is my favorite food of all time, and fried okra, honestly, is right behind it. I love fried okra.
Ooh, I do love fried okra. You know, we were fishing last week. You know, last week when we were on vacation, we went flounder gigging. Have you ever been flounder gigging?
Of course not.
Well, we went flounder gigging. Do you know what that is?
I have no idea what it is.
Well,
I would love to be educated, though. I mean, as much as I've been to the beach, I did not know that you could gig a flounder.
Do y'all eat grits at all?
No, we don't really eat grits. I think grits is a Southern thing. It's not necessarily a Texas thing.
Okay.
We went to we did go to Hollywood Video this morning because it was supposed to be cold and rainy. It's just cold. Like the high's only like 40, which is really cold here.
My next thing is I'm going to tell you that you don't know this about me, and I'm about to tell you about a product that I have gotten into lately.
No. Okay. Okay.
I have discovered kombucha.
Okay. I don't even know what to do with this right now. I'm a little wide-eyed, but I'm listening. And she had come to the retreat with a cooler full of ice from her. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She had come to the retreat with a cooler full of ice from her personal ice machine, and she brought me a bag of it, which, if that does not bond you to a person for life, I don't really know what would. So I had a lot of questions about her ice machine, and she'd gotten it here in Birmingham, and there was a lot I wanted to know about it. And so I mentioned that to David as well, like that I think I would really like one of those Opal machines.
Yeah, because they're like $400, I think. Which, I mean, can you put a price on good ice? I think not.
I think not.
I think that's also in the Bible.
Yes.
If I could encourage anybody to do anything, it would be to take the computer and get as far away from your husband as you can so that he will not mock you, and settle in on Saturday night for the finals of the Miss Mississippi pageant. I'm here to tell you some of my most treasured memories of my lifetime are from watching that pageant.
And it was good. Miss Texas is always a good. I mean, I feel like Texas and Mississippi. I mean, you talk about two states that take their pageants seriously.
Yes.
I mean, you're not playing around. I mean, yeah, I think, I always loved I would have like my scorecard, my notebook, and like kind of take notes. And
yeah, we're going to just do our Christmas breakfast. So we'll do tamales at Mimi and Bops's Christmas Eve, our usual, and then, which is always delightful to me.
Yeah, I never knew that wild hogs were a thing until I met Melanie. And the fact that both your husbands share that, I feel like
that in itself, that Sophie now knows that wild hogs should be on radar. I feel like we've done a lot of good with her. We've been an enlightenment.
You have. And right before I started recording, we were talking about cheese.
Yes, well, as we often are.
As we often do.
Well, I tried to sell Perry on that maybe I ought to be able to hire a professional organizer to come back in and set up my kitchen for me.
How'd that go for you?
Not good. I'm going to be honest. Not good. I couldn't even argue with him because he said that was going to be a total waste of money. He said, I'm going to tell you why. He said, because the first time you use that cinnamon, he said, you aren't going to put it back where that professional organizer put it. You're going to put it wherever you want.
That's right.
And he said, that's going to be the whole kitchen until the whole thing is in disarray. And I thought that's the problem with 20 years of marriage is I can't even sell that because he knows me too well.
When somebody can look you in the eye and say, you can't maintain a system.
But I emailed the coach because they had said we're going to need concession stand help here. So I emailed and I said, I would be happy to volunteer. Just let me know how we can help. I was super enthusiastic. And she has now since emailed me and wants to know if I want to co-chair this concession thing.
Hey.
I can't. Nobody wants me in charge of anything. I can't even pay my utility bill on time. And so I can't be in charge of, because what's going to happen is concession stand, they're going to be like, well, where are the giant pretzels? Well, somebody forgot to order them. And it's going to be me every time.
I'm one of the snack moms for the school soccer team. Well, I can't even tell you that, number one, I can't believe that any part of me was going to take this on alone. And this is why I got so tickled. This other mom went and picked up the money. And then she sent me this long organized email that was like, here's the total amount of money that we have. Here's how many snacks we need to provide for each game. Here are some great ideas. Here's it broken down into what we should spend per game, per girl, per whatever. And I was like, I was like,
math.
I kind of just,
math.
Yes, but it was so perfect because I want her to run my whole life. I really want to, Mom, I don't want you to just be my co-snack mom. I would like for you to be my life manager. Because what I would have done is taken that money and been like, okay, this is how much money we have. And I'd ended up having to spend $500 out of my own pocket before it was all over because I would have never done the math as to what I should spend or what we should average per girl, per game. That never would have even occurred to me.
Same. Okay, this one is, what are your favorite apps?
Oh. What are your favorite apps?
I don't know that I use apps a lot, honestly.
I was just thinking the same.
I mean, I use the Twitter app. I use the Facebook app. I use Instagram. But I don't have, all those efficiency things. I don't really do that.
Oh, Perry was home yesterday because of all the rain, so he could not work. And so he did something that was maybe made me the happiest I've been in a long time, which is he finally cleaned off his desk, which is in our kitchen, which I can't even tell you was piled so high under papers. There was no organizational system. And so he did that. And we threw out 2 computers.
Well, because you and I have this thing where we feel like everybody else has a method.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like everybody else has a method. And, I would say the only real method we have is that we tend to name our chapters before we start the book. But I don't have I don't use any software. If there's a good way to plan a book, I've tried to use Post-it notes more this time, but I haven't really happened upon a system. So anytime I see somebody with a system, I'm like a dog after a bone.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll try to plan far enough ahead because we came up with this one this afternoon right before I went to the grocery store. We decided we were going to do this.
Yeah. Well, because we organize, we're very put these things on the calendar and plan out and everything.
Oh, yes, we already have mapped out all our podcasts for 2015.
Yes,
except that we would never do that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm about to really stress you out, but the way to really purge is not to organize your drawers, but to organize by object. And they're going to say, okay, I'm going to get every pen in this house and I'm going to put it in one place and I'm going to weed out what I don't want. And I'm going to sort through it and I'm going to throw it out. I'm going to go get every candle in this house. That's the way you tackle it. Every napkin, every fork, every kindergarten art project, you group by object. So that intimidated me. It makes so much sense that I got totally intimidated. And I was like, well, I'm going to need a year off. If that's how we're going to roll with this thing.
No.
I know. I was just as tickled. So but it was so funny.
No, Mama said, I can't take Tylenol. And we have been so tickled about that. That tickles me because I feel like everybody's sort of been with us the whole time.
I got real tickled because when I got the thing,
yeah.
But I thought, I'm real tickled that not even the people at my publishers know, like, exactly they think I'm an expert in.
Well, I find myself really tickled at myself.
And I got so tickled by that. It made me laugh so hard.
Well, I am so tickled to hear that.
Well, I got tickled because how dare you try to be cool? I mean,
he was so tickled, but so horrified at the same time.
I think that pretty much sums up this age.
I know.
They're a little tickled, but they're also horrified.
I know.
It's hilarious.
That I said whip and nay in front of him.
I know, and I got real tickled. I don't know why. It just tickles me. So, Study.
So tickled. Oh. My goodness.
And I'm so tickled because I think anytime I have a book, I'm like, well, this may be...
You know why I'm so tickled? You inspired your... And I got so tickled at myself because it has been so long since I heard your ringtone.
And I got so tickled, and you're going to laugh at this. She goes, do people listen to those podcasts?
I was so tickled.
But I got tickled because I was lifted. But I got tickled because last week when we put up that a lot of people were like, would you say it's, quote, normal to have a constant low-lying irritation with your husband?
I'm so tickled.
I did get tickled, though. Did you see? I put up that picture on it, but I got real tickled because Gully, when she commented on it, it wasn't as wrinkled this morning.
I feel a little bit. Listen, nobody's more tickled for you about this than I am.
Never done a cruise like this.
Travis, I don't feel good about it for you. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel.
But this is the first one, and Angela.
I'm so tickled right now, y'all.
I would have to drug Angela.
I got so tickled because last weekend. And then I've been tickled at her and I remember being this age.
But I'm just as tickled. I'm just as excited. And I'm so tickled that I did not succumb to the temptation of the sun.
Yeah, I know. Well, Perry got tickled at me because for me, and I know you're the same way, if somebody does recognize me or see me or whatever, like it tickles me. Like I think
I still have moments and get tickled where I think David got so tickled when I showed it to him. Beforehand, she sent me an outline.
Oh, well, that's fancy.
I know. And I got very tickled. But I don't know. David gets very tickled at me and my disdain for task, but I hate a task. And Alex's friend Luke saw me and got so tickled.
I don't mind saying I'll never write a book.
I don't know that I ever would. I mean, I don't know. It appeals to me on some level, but but it certainly wouldn't be a fiction book.
Like, I think if you had told me 5 years ago, like, I'm going to tell you where you're going to be in 5 years. You're going to have written 3 books.
Right.
And, and you're still going to be blogging, and they're going to have I never would have, never would have said that. As indicated by all our past podcasts, where apparently we both said we would never write a book.
Yeah, and why wouldn't we have given up on this like we've given up on everything else?
Hey, but have you heard about this thing called Blue Apron? Because I really want that, but they don't have it in our area yet.
I have heard about it, but I am wary of receiving food in a shipment. I have another grocery delivery coming today, and I'm going to tell you what, like, we're talking about this delivery service. It's called Shipt, SHIPT, and then they just deliver it to your house like magic. Well, this is, you can get produce and all that kind of stuff. So listen, for them to show up with that stuff, it's delightful. It's delightful.
That's huge. It's huge. I mean, I feel like that would be, that to me is what I need in my life. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but Megan asked about the skinny jeans, which is kind of a recurrent theme. And the question was, do we give in or do we resist? No, thank you. No. Because let me tell you, Megan, you resist with every fiber in your being. That is what you do. Right. You do not give in to the skinny jeans because they do not look good on these celebrities. And if they don't look good on celebrities, they are not going to look good on you. And I've never even met you, but they don't look good on any kind of a mortal human being.
Right. I mean, really, the whole notion that they could look good on a regular person is really nothing more than a lie straight from the mouth of the devil.
That's exactly right.
I mean, it is just a lie that Satan is using to try to lure you into some place you do not want to go.
Skinny jeans and tall boots to me are the best thing. That's like, it's my version of mod. I will wear skinny jeans and boots up until Easter, till I can't wear it anymore.
Right.
They're skinny jeans and they're kind of cuffed. I've been wanting some skinny jeans that I can cuff because in case I decide to get a booty for the fall or a shootie.
If you can just hold on, if you have big calves and you can just hold on in the skinny jean season, eventually the Lord will bring that thing back around.
That's right. Sometimes you have to walk through the darkest night.
You do.
You know, it's just, because my thing about the skinny jeans, I love skinny jeans with boots, but and I've done my best to do the skinny jean with a booty, but I still do not love that look.
The boot cut is coming back.
I know. I feel real good about it.
And I thought, you know what? This is going to be me on the edge of a trend because I'm wearing, if you come to one of my book signings, I'll be wearing boot cut jeans. I cannot do white skinny jeans with a heel at the bottom. That looks weird to me. I do not enjoy it. I don't like a flat. I like skinny jeans tucked into boots. The end.
I just saw a link to an article about a woman who was hospitalized in Australia after wearing her skinny jeans. She had to be cut out of her skinny jeans.
Well, at that point, I don't know that they were skinny jeans. That's kind of skinny jeans to a whole new level, don't you think? I mean, just like we were with when more, I guess, skinny jeans started coming in style. I think we all had a year where we're like,
Yeah. Yeah,
and then suddenly you warm up to it, or like the skinny jean, like it's really never going away. It's just one of our options from here on out.
Yeah, it is. It's just they're always going to be with us.
I did see on your Instagram that somebody said we should have Beth on the podcast, and I got very tickled
because she didn't have anything else to do but do this.
No, I feel like if we ask her, she would be so gracious about it.
Yes,
but I would never work up the courage to ask her in a million years.
No. Are you kidding? Like in between writing Bible studies and ministering to thousands of women, would you mind doing this little podcast thing that we do?
I feel like you and I both would get real awkward.
But yeah, we would never ask her because she has nothing better to do.
Here comes the special, really the most special of all the guests. Well, I mean, obviously it is a big day for us to have Beth Moore on the podcast.
Okay, I've been trying to remember how we and when we first got to know each other.
Her question is, what do y'all do to stay fit?
I'm going to say that I owe a large part to it's my gene pool. I'm just going to say that I've got good genes. What do I do to stay fit? I do go. I walk our dogs on occasion, and that's about it. That's what I do. I do Pilates. I have a Pilates DVD, and I will pull it out, and I will do it. I'm not kidding you. I will do it maybe twice a year.
I'm sorry. I'm just sitting here thinking, first of all, that's the whole notion of me somehow in a position to offer any sort of fitness advice. I think it's some sort of abomination before the Lord. I think I do not currently have a fitness regime or regimen, I guess I should say, not regime. That would be some sort of totalitarian government, but I do not.
That may be what it would take to get us that.
That's right. I I don't even know what else to say about that other than my philosophy about exercise seems to be that, I think about exercising and then I just sit down until the urge passes and, try to get through it that way. Okay, Travis, why'd you go to the gym?
I didn't. I ended up not going.
Oh, good. Okay, I feel better about that.
It was a lot of pressure. We found out you were going to start working out.
Yeah, I mean,
I am trying. I've got 3 weeks till the Christmas record photo shoot.
I went to, I've been doing the Smart Bar workout. And I'm kind of proud of myself because I'm now in my second month. One wall has a huge mirror, so you're right in front of the mirror the whole time. I never want to be in front of the mirror, but I was there a little bit late today, so I had to get right in front of the whole class, right in front of the mirror. And so I think I'm looking pretty good. Like, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I think my arms have some good muscle definition or whatever. And then I kid you not, possibly the most gorgeous person I've ever seen in my whole life walked in and stood right next to me. And she was all of like 22 years old and like 6 feet tall and 110 pounds, like flawless. And I immediately felt like I was like a Shetland pony there. So I did Smart Bar yesterday morning for the first time since like the beginning of June, so I mean, pretty much a full 3 months off. So I went and I'm telling you, I woke up this morning. I told Gully on the phone earlier, I woke up this morning and went to get out of bed and like, I felt like I'd been in a car accident yesterday. Like that's how, like things I didn't know existed, like something up by like the back of my ribs is like, it hurts so bad. Red having to go to the bathroom because it means I have to sit down and then back up off the toilet seat.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
It hurts so bad. So, and I'll tell you, my triceps, that's the other, it's just, listen, I'm just in a lot of pain. So my body isn't, it's in shock. It's like, what's happening? Why are we up and out before noon? Why are we doing lunges? Like what?
Where are all the chips?
Well, I thought maybe I need to try Pilates. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe that would help stretch out some things.
I really have thought, because see, I always, when I watch the Olympics and you see everybody, I'm like, man, I really want to get in great shape. Like I really I want to train for something, except I just don't want to. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to put in the work. What I want is I want a body that looks like a beach volleyball player, but I do not want to do all that.
So last night I was looking for some new running shoes. And there, of course, I'm not running. I'm just walking.
Yeah, but you still need good shoes.
Don't get alarmed, anybody.
Although I have really seriously considered that I'm going to start maybe running again when school starts. So maybe I do need some better shoes. I don't know.
Okay, I laughed just then silently.
Yes, because I'm going to start running again. I've taken a 6-year hiatus, but I think it's...
No, because what prompted it? It's really what I want to know.
Oh, I think it's safe to say it's the Olympics. I think it's safe to say that I have bought into the Olympic hype, and so I've decided I need to be more fit. That if these athletes can train for 16 hours in a pool a day, that certainly maybe I can go walk around my block 10 times.
Sure. Okay.
Okay,
so you're going to do Smart Bar and run?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to do both.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't think I'll do a lot of running. I think I'll do some walking/running. So that's my plan. I have big plans right now. So
are you going to need new shoes?
Well, of course, yes. I need new shoes. I'm probably going to need a lot of new workout wear.
So then I was like, oh, well, I can do a Smart Yoga. I'll try that. Well, they have also added a class called Smart Bounce.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you what this is, and then you tell me if you think that this is something that you could do, because I have decided it is not something I could do. So you get your own little mini trampoline that you use the entire... And so that trampoline raises a whole lot of issues for me.
Yes.
The least of which may be my balance. I mean, I'm just saying, as a 45-year-old woman, there are a lot of things that trampolines may be past I may be past the day of trampoline.
Favorite thing of 2017, my unexpected favorite thing has been the gym. Which who'd have thunk it? Like
nobody would have seen. I'm gonna be honest. As somebody who's known you for 10 years, I would not have seen that coming.
No, wouldn't have seen that one coming from a mile away.
But I do think that as you get older, it's about being active, because I really look at, as much as I don't necessarily like working out or exercise, or sometimes I'm like, I heard somebody say the other day, taking care of your body ought to be your priority, like to be healthy and to be strong.
It's got to be your priority.
You can't be inactive and expect to stay healthy. Yeah. You know, I think you've got to move.
So it's only on Monday nights. And so this past Monday night I went and I met her there. And
okay, I'm going to need you to interrupt you, because I need to know that you're not about to say the words CrossFit to me, because if you are, I hope y'all have enjoyed our podcast, but this is the end. We're done.
No, it is not.
Okay.
I did not go to a CrossFit activity.
Okay.
And
I just needed to,
I know.
So I just needed to clarify.
Yeah.
I just needed to clarify. You weren't about to say the word burpee and wall sit to me.
So for something that's called soul dance. Okay. Well. And here's the thing, is that for 1 hour, the instructor, like they blare music. And so for 1 hour you dance, but you dance however you want to. It's like
stop, no.
Yes. It's like, hold on, I'm not done. You dance however you want to. Like you dance like it's completely freestyle. There's a section in the middle where the instructor leads, and then another section at the end where the instructor leads, but you dance however you want to. But this is the beauty of this. And the reason why I wanted to go is because Liz said this was custom made for introverts. You're going to love this so much. All the room is completely dark. Like you get in there and you have like a little silver dollar sized disc that glows in the dark that marks your spot. And that's your frame of reference. And then all the lights go off and you dance like however you want to, but you cannot see a thing and nobody can see you. There was a point, probably about 25 minutes in, where I just sat down and nobody knew. Like I just sat down